Oh, jeez. I'm ready for this, man. You're fucking with my head right now.
Alright, then I will just go into it. So, hello, welcome. Here's your cncHD, like always, and I'm here joined by two very special guests. Actually, one of the guests is my co-host, which is LuciferArise. Welcome, LuciferArise. I hope you didn't pee your pants for this session. I
Nope,
really hope so.
got the diaper ready to go.
Excellent. And we have a very special guest for today. Someone I would give golden cups to drink out of, and a very special drink because this is our first podcast. And you have to excuse me that you are not drinking out of the golden cup because this is the first one and we don't have the budget yet, but we are working on that. So welcome, Prokilla. We are very happy to have you here. We're very looking forward to this, and overall, I hope you have a great day.
I'm very happy you invited me on here as the very first guest. Hey, they always say they save the best for last, but obviously you got the best for first.
No, we want the best for
Narcissist. Narcissist.
We want the best for first.
Well, I'd like to do a little Canadian intro. Guten Tag, Frau Daniel, Frau Prokilla.
What the fuck? You speak like that, Canadian?
And I don't understand a damn word he just said.
That's an inside German joke, man, for the German viewers.
He just said he wants to order some sausages. That's all what he just said.
That's all I fucking said.
And he wonders why one of my screen names is named Scribbles. I can't understand a damn word he's saying.
I was online with I was on a voice chat with Prokilla I think what was that, a month and a half ago, and I was really fucked up. Like, I hadn't taken my medication and I drank a lot and I was just saying some really weird shit and he was just confused. He's like, "What the hell is going on?"
I think you do that all the time. I'm not sure if you have taken your medicine yet because you start talking all the crazy shit all the time here.
Yeah, I guess I do that.
Yes,
Okay.
he does.
So for all of those who don't know Prokilla, me included, because I also really don't know Prokilla, and that's why I'm very happy to have him here. Prokilla, you are a very old player here, not in terms of the age, because you are still very young, but in terms of the game. You were back then when the game began. I think you were there playing the game already.
Yes.
So how did it all started?
Actually, it all
did it
started
all
because it all started all right, and it progressed. But anyhow, no, it started back in like 6 months after Command and Conquer Generals had started. My brother had me. Well, we were playing Command and Conquer way before that. It was way back to the PS1 and Nintendo 64 days.
Oh yeah,
where
that
you
was
had
a great day.
Yep, when you had just your simple TVs, your tube TVs, you'd have your two PS1s, and they provided you a link cable. And my brother just happened to ask me one time, "Do you want to play this game with me?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure. What the hell is it?" He said, "It's called Command and Conquer." And I'm like, "Okay." So he linked both of our PlayStations together, and he had an extra disc for Red Alert and Retaliation, and it all just progressed from there, man. I started getting into the game, and it was, you build your army, you had to use tactical whatever on them, moves and whatnot. Yeah, strategies. That's exactly what I was looking for. You know what I mean, man? I'm getting older, dude. 48, pushing 50, man, and my brain's going bye-bye, dude. Can't remember half the shit that I should be. But anyhow, no, it just progressed from there, man. And I just got into that game, and he wasn't so much into the PC version of Command and Conquer, like Generals and whatnot. He was more into Renegades, which he did get me in a little bit of that, which I liked it, but I never got into it as much as the RTS part of it, where you're just building your army and whatnot. He's more into the first person, third person, whatever the hell shooter.
Yeah, just for the people listening, if you don't know what Command & Conquer Renegade is, basically it's like an FPS, first-person shooter version of Command & Conquer, which you can play
Yep.
online against people, and it's kind of like, it'd be like Call of Duty or, like one of those games. And that's
But nowhere,
yeah.
but nowhere near advanced as Call of Duty and Battlefield.
No. It was very good.
Especially
Yeah.
graphic wise. Well, I mean, hell, you're talking PCs back then. Commodore 64s was what freaking Windows 95, Windows 98,
Yep,
Millennium,
yep.
and whatnot. I mean, back when you can run Command and Conquer back in early PC days off of half a gig of RAM, which was 512 megabytes, and you'd lag like shit, and then you were on dial-up. So after the PC version, I checked into like what was called the Domination Pack for PC. I tried a few of those, like the earlier Red Alert back then, and then the what was it, Aftermath and stuff like that on there. It was pretty good. It got me into it. Well, then I got introduced to the online world of it. That's where it got me hooked.
Oh, then when it's all started.
Yes, that's where all the flaming started. It's been a ride, man. It's been a roller coaster. But no, I started out back on CCG, and like 6 months after that game had came out or something like that, 6, 7 months, and they just had some stupid account name called Demon Slayer or something or other. Well, then I started seeing all these people argue in the lobby, playing these. Well, I started out on unlimited matches, where you just, for unlimited, for people who don't know, you just build as many war factories as you can. You're cranking out tanks. It's just a huge tank bash. So got started on that, and then just got into no money, man, where it was kick back, relaxed, and you just build your base, build your economy or whatnot, and it's just took, to me, it was more strategic. It was more like you precise moves and hits than just wasting your units on. I mean, like TD, for example, I did play that map for off and on. Never really liked it because to me it was robotic. But I mean, that map takes a lot of skill, as well as people say that no money doesn't take skill. Yes, it does. You have to be specifically strategic with the units you have and the money you have to work with.
Yeah, also
You have to build up
the building placements. You place a building in the wrong spot and it's already GG for you. It's so special about Tournament Desert. They already figured out so many little pixels on this map that they exactly know where to place which building and what gives you what benefit on which position. It's crazy.
Yep, I agree. And can I say that I was ever actually good on it? No, I wasn't good on it. Back in NFC clan, that was the first clan I ever joined was Ace, with Ace Domination and Ace Steel as the leaders of that clan. And back then they were fighting argument. Well, back then when you had clan wars, it meant something. It was actually the clan fighting for supremacy of the particular maps and of the game. And when we were arguing with them, like H9, like Ace Clan, we were arguing with NFC, Egypt Clan. God, I don't know how many damn clans were the rest of them we were arguing with. But it was always like, if you were in a clan, you were something cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Heard of something.
I think I was in 3 or 4 clans. I can't remember anymore. But some very unknown clans like Hellfire Clan or something. Some really unimportant clan. I think you had to play on version 1.5b, was it, to actually play Clan Wars? Wasn't it something like that?
I can't remember because I remember that's 1.8. I remember.
Because I actually remember you had to play some extra. You also had to play on Aceton or Aceton to actually play.
Yeah, which my good old buddy, my arch nemesis back then, Malibu, which name is Yusuf. He was the very first person that hacked that program. If memory serves me right. And they had somebody like Greed back then, which AKA was Mass Chess. He was map hacking on that stuff. I mean, you had all sorts of people map hacking on Acetone back then. It was crazy. So that program, it really didn't last all that long, if I remember correctly. But no, you had a lot of players, man. I mean, to me, Command and Conquer Generals is where it truly started for me, and that's where the fun truly began. Because we had so much fun on that server. It was just awesome, dude. And I met a lot of good people from that server, which I'm still a lot of them I'm still friends with to this day. Long
I
distance
think
friendships, whatever you want to call it.
I think I was lucky that I had the opportunity to play. Like you were talking about, the old days of Command and Conquer, and I remember we would play skirmish, Red Alert, like not online or anything, just do the skirmish version.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you just like for Red Alert, you would just build up your base and put like 1,000 Tesla coils and flame towers around your
Exactly.
base.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that was
Yes.
fun.
The Tesla. Yeah. What was it? The Tesla coils and the pill boxes. I think they were called.
No,
The little machine guns.
the allies had the camo boxes or the pill boxes, and then they had the yeah. So basically, the allied defenses were really crap.
Yeah,
That
they
was
were.
like,
But those Tesla coils rock, though, man. I love those
dude,
things.
they took a crap load of power though. I think like 2 Tesla coils took like 1 power plant or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But once you put
Yep.
them up with like the mixture of the flame towers, oh man, you just like surround your base. The art of defense,
Yeah.
Awesome, crazy stuff.
It
What I
was.
really
It was.
like was the obelisk from Nord. That was one of my favorite base defenses back then.
Oh, the obelisk.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome thing.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. That they even had that on Red Alert, or not Red Alert, Renegades.
Oh yeah, they have. Yeah.
What did Aftermath have for extra? Was it like the Tesla tank, where it had that like little globe on the top of it?
Oh, you.
I don't speak Matrix, man. Your phone's fucking up.
Yeah, it's a bit scrambling here.
Fucking Neo. I gotta look for a Neo. Whatever.
Sounds a bit like when Lucifer is on the toilet.
What? All cracking up like that? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I think we lost Prokilla.
No, he's still there.
No, I'm here.
Ah, okay. You just cracked out there or something.
lurking in the shadows.
No, I was just listening, man.
You used
anymore. I've been doing a lot more listening than talking anymore. I don't know. Something's been changing about me, man. Usually I'm the outspoken person, overspoken person, and I don't know. Lately, man, I just been kicking back, listening to what other people have to say instead of me doing the one talking all the time.
Yeah. So after all that stuff, how did you get into like playing competitively? Like, did you start off with like doing like free for alls, or were you into like 1v1s or 2v2s or 3v3s?
I started out basically when it was as soon as after the unlimited scene, I really didn't. After I got introduced to no money, which was I call them bathroom maps, the little V3 super no money maps and stuff like that. Those things with Domberman, Diamond, God, and even what cracks me up to this day is when Scuba and everybody says, "Oh, no fucking pro plays no money." You know what, dude? They fucking back then they were playing no money. You can sit there and ask Skinny. You can ask fucking Beds. Everybody else, Squawk. They all played at Todd Extinction. We all played it back then. I don't know what kind of where Scuba's brain is and shit by even saying this. That no pro played no money. They're playing no money to this day.
Yeah,
And like Boyka, he used to. I mean, like back then, like super no money. That's what got me started into it because they were fun little maps, dude. I mean, I wasn't on there to like claim that I was the best ever. I mean, dude, you had so many people on there. It's like I didn't have time for that shit. I didn't have time to sit on a video game. I mean, fuck, I've been working since I was fucking 15 years old. And I didn't have time to sit there all day, all night, all day, all night, trying to perfect that game so much where I'm the best ever. That doesn't pay my bills. That doesn't pay my rent, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just, it's good to be competitive, but there's a difference between just wasting your life away on it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I mean,
like
go
I
ahead.
used to hump couches when I was 12. But wait, what were we talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you, man, me and you, if we were face to face and we were somewhere, dude, this shit,
There'd
man,
be a lot.
dude, we'd have the
We're
police called on us, man. Seriously.
Yep. We'd be
They'd
giving
be
each
trying,
other. I'd be
maybe,
trying to give you a BJ, and you'd be trying to beat me up. But man, I got a,
no, I'm
I got a
talking about,
lot.
no,
I
I'm
got an
talking,
iron chin.
I'm talking about they'd be trying to put us in a fucking mental institution, man.
But how
Because
did
fucking,
God.
dude, I can be,
how did it all
huh?
started with mass? How did you go to mass? How did it all started?
Oh, yeah. All right. So back then when I was an ace, there was a lot of shit. And me,
He
I,
used to work out. He used to be a big fucking weightlifter,
fuck,
dude,
dude.
man.
Shit, not no more, bro.
No, but he's talking about mass. I'm talking
No,
about back then.
Oh,
you're talking about the clan back then. All right. Well, the clan, I was an ace at that time. Well, then ace, after a few months of being in it, it just got very controlling, dude. They were trying to hand out map hack to people, and this is true shit. They were trying to get fucking all the players to use map hack, and I'm like, no, I really don't want a part of this. I'm just having fun doing my own thing, and they were trying to force fucking TD on me. They were trying to force Tournament Island constantly on me, and I'm like, dude, man, I'm dealing with what, and the old guy named Dom Ace, which Aiden Brogan is his real name. That's Ace Domination. His dad Steel, and he was just they were just trying to control every fucking thing that we members were doing, insane and just everything. And I'm like, man, I don't want a part of this shit. So I just continued to do my own no money thing, which back then they were like, oh, you're a fucking noob for doing it, but yet they were the one playing it themselves, along
Was
with
that
TD and whatnot.
was that
Huh?
was that just the original Command and Conquer, or was that 0 Hour?
That's Generals, the original
Oh,
one.
okay, Generals, like the original Generals. Okay.
Yeah, so then as shit got progressed and everybody started, it's like it was like started to be an inner conflict between clan members there about random shit, especially about the map pack crap. And I wasn't gonna sit there and back somebody up that's clearly map hacking and beating people with map hack that aren't even using anything. And I didn't want a part of that shit. So what I did was me and some of the members had a discussion, actually a few discussions, and I decided to make mass. I'm like, you guys, I'm going to make this clan here. You guys want to be a part of it? Fuck this shit. We'll just do our own things. We'll do it fucking honestly. And they were like, you know
The-
what? Damn, let's just do this. Let's do this. So I fucking made mass and I took about 95% of their members that
wow,
day.
Nice.
that's a lot.
Wow.
I
And
took all their,
what
I
does
killed,
mass
huh?
stand for? Is it just mass, like the mass,
It's
or
just it. It's just mass, man. It doesn't really have an actual true meaning to it. Just mass, man. It's just a group of people, man.
okay?
It's
Cool.
all it's ever meant. It's all it's really ever meant.
Like a mass
Like
gathering. You mean like kind of like
yes,
in that context?
exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Gotcha.
How many
So
members do you have at your peak?
about 25 to 27
Wow, that's decent.
back there.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So I took all their members,
Loser.
and
No,
then
I'm just kidding.
at that point, NFC clan, which was led by a guy named Chris, an actual military guy, NFC soldier. The NFC was starting to fall apart too, so I kind of took their members too.
You absorbed
And
you
I
absorbed
absorbed,
NFC into mass?
yes, and then the last clan I did that too before I left General was Force, and that's where I ended up with Nathan / Raptor. Him, because Xenophis never joined it, which was Nick Zammit. But we went ahead. I recruited fucking Nathan, Force, fucking whatever his name was, Red, and few other Force guys were actually just no money players. And I transitioned. I said hell with it. And CCG was starting to somewhat die out. And I just felt, and I'd never, for the 3 years that I was playing on there, I never realized that all you had to do for 0 Hour was right click the game icon and run as administrator. And as soon as I figured that out, as soon as I figured that shit out, dude, because I was always going in or ZH forums talking shit, and that's how I do believe that I met Scuba on there, because him and I started getting into wars, and we were getting into big fucking arguments in the lobby, if I remember right. And I still, the game said different version, and I couldn't figure out how to run it as I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know you had to run it as administrator to get it to work. Well, finally, someone showed me, and I'm like, well, fuck yes, dude. I'm out of CCG, and I took all my clan members with me. And what, a few months after, CCG pretty much just died the fuck out. Pardon my language, but there was mass everywhere, dude. It was just a massive amount of people.
So basically, mass went from CCG to 0 hour.
Yep.
But if you're looking at it
Yes,
now after so many years, what game did you like more, CCG or 0 hour? What was your most favorite game?
Honestly, for actual using micro, etc., I would say CCG, and for balance. Because CCG was more balanced, and it still is more balanced than 0 hour is. But as for activity and all the newer units, ZH by far.
So you would give
ZH is fun.
So you would give, for balance, you would give, I mean, well, at the same time, like, you could say for variety, ZH is better, right? You have more options. There's more things you can do strategically. But in terms of CCG, like, it kind of gets boring, doesn't it? With only the 3 same armies, like USA, GLA, and then China. Like, isn't it nice to see, like, the 3 extra factions on each army, so you can, like, have different kinds of matchups that can change. Something small could change the entire scheme of the whole matchup based on which units. Some units that they're allowed, some units that they're not. Like, what do you think about that?
I think okay, for CCG having 3 armies, man, to me it's always been more balanced. But ZH, to me, aside from XCal and Scuba, I'm not giving you no credit. You don't deserve any, but I'm gonna anyway. Fucking, I'll give the guy one thing. I'm using him for an example. He's a damn good player, but he makes a lot of damn mistakes too. And that's with everybody, but like someone like XCal, for example, Size, etc. On down the list.
Logica.
Those, yeah, especially Logica. I've always liked Logica. Love that dude to death. Gender's a very, very good fucking guy. He's outspoken too. Like, he's comical, but he's arrogant. I like his arrogance.
No, dude, his gameplay is unreal, dude. Like, I just finished watching a Dominator released a video of a Logica versus Size. It was demo versus talks. And Logica was doing like all sorts of like unorthodox stuff, like sending
that man is so fucking fast.
It was it's amazing.
That dude is the most fastest dude I've ever seen. Clicking the shit out of the keyboard that I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how many keyboards that man goes through, but Jesus, he's fucking fast. He's the fastest player I've ever seen.
Yeah, if anybody wants to check it out, it's is this thing still? Yeah, it's Logica ZH, and check out his in-game. It's called POV, right?
Point of view, yeah.
Yeah, watch his POV. Watch how fast he is.
But the thing of it is, okay, like those guys. To finish what I was saying about those guys, they like the micro from CCG that you have to have, and then everything. It's just everything combined. They sit there and dude, they just do wicked shit. That I'm just look at them and like, wow, it's like, dude, if I only had the patience to smash my keyboard like that and move my mouse so goddamn fast, dude, I would be like this ultimate expert on this fucking game. I'd be the master of it. But no, those guys are so fast though in game, and they know exactly. They don't waste their unit. To me, 0 hour to compare the two games, like you were asking, basically. All right, CCG, you've got, like I said, micro, macro, whatever, all that shit. But then you got ZH. To me, it was more spam. But you got players like XCal, Logica, Scuba, all them, etc. Size. They micro their units. They don't just sit there and waste them and then crank out another one like it's a big demolition derby going on. I mean, most of like the DEF CON games, there's hardly even. I've noticed it, dude, and even I've been in them. It's most of the part. It's not. It's more about spamming. I've
Yeah,
seen that. There's no micro. It's like people are just forgetting about micro and what the true definition of it should be and how to use it, whatever. They're just using units with just expending all their money and shit, just spamming units,
Yeah, you
that's
not
get.
caring
true.
that they're.
Sorry,
Yeah,
CNC.
yeah, that's
Sorry,
true.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
you get the middle, you get the second island, and then you just spam 10 war factories, put them on hotkey, and boom, spam. It's
But
Yeah,
true.
and
Yeah,
see, so basically, you're by comparing the two games like that on CCG. I mean, yes, like Armored Fury. All the games I ever played in Armored Fury with all those guys, any of those guys, and watched those guys like freaking Veds, Spinny, Squawk, Todd, Extinction, and all them. Man, it was all. And matter of fact, Rolex back then, Sean, and then all those guys. Man, it was just that map to me. They would use micro on that map. They wouldn't sit there and waste all their units like what I see on DEF CON. I see that constantly. But when you get like pro matches, like let's say we'll add Firelord into the mix there on DEF CON.
great, I love that.
Dude,
Great FFA player, man. Great FFA player.
fucking just spams freaking bunker, 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 stinger, bunker, tunnel. It's like, dude, man. I mean, this isn't micro here. This is like art of defense here. This is
Yeah,
like there's no. I'm seeing so much of it, so much spam being used, and not enough micro and stuff.
but at the same time, like I see what you're saying, but like at the same time, when you put like a free for all together with like a lot of the top players, like a lot of the top 1v1 players also play free for all quite a bit and or are very good at it. For
Yeah,
example, like Dominator is a great at 1v1s, right?
he is.
He played against we did a challenge with him versus Boyka, and I think he won 7-3, something like that. But he plays a lot of free for alls as well. So if he's in a free for all tournament, he'll do well. But if people
The
know,
one, the one thing I like about Dominator the most, man, is that guy. He's got he's got expert like he's got expert advice on the game. Dude.
well, he knows what he's talking. He knows what. Sorry, you're cutting out. He knows what he's talking about. Like when he's like saying things like, if you're gonna do this, like at this point, build this many black markets, or this would be a good time to do a scud storm, or this like. It's good
Yeah,
advice. Like it's he's just telling you like what you should do to make things like, you know what I mean? And then there's also like points where it's like, should I use my money on trying to get more income, or should I use my money on putting more units out? Should I put my money on upgrading my unit, or should I put more money on, the amount of units I'm putting out before upgrading my units? This has nothing to do with Dominator. This is just something about the game. So these are like all these decisions you have to make when you're playing, and it just depends on the situation, and the pros make the best decisions. And in a different game, different situations, then it just depends.
I think my personal opinion and Dominator to be offense to this, what I'm going to say about him. If honestly, he has spent so much time with the community, helping the community with their game on tutorials and stuff like that on YouTube on how to get the game to work and stuff like that. If he's taken so much time, honestly, away from his own gameplay to help people, I think right now, if he didn't and he was just straight up on top of his game, he'd be beating out XCal every fucking match. But he spent, I've sat there and I've seen his videos, dude. And it takes time to make these tutorials and shit like that. I personally think, in my opinion, that if he would have just been diehard straight on the game, not help nobody, well, for one, he wouldn't really be in the standing that he's in for YouTube viewers and followers and stuff like that. But he'd be so far up there, I think he'd be past XCal right now. I think he'd be way better than him.
yeah, I think that's true.
But he,
yeah,
I think that but he did the right. He did what, to me, what he did for the community was so much more than just being the best player on the fucking game.
I mean,
He did a lot more
he
by
brought
helping people.
he brought a lot of people in, like you did on Facebook. He brought a lot of people in, like his streams, like get 600 viewers, 700 viewers. It's insane. But to get back to the other topic, you said you like no money matches. I can now understand why you have such an issue with these DEFCON spam only games, because in no money you don't have that spam, because you have no money and you have to concentrate on pure micro. And in DEFCON you have quite the opposite. It's just money, 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 and just spam, spam, spam. So I can understand why you have such a disliking to these free-for-all games there.
Don't get me wrong. I love my DEF CON. I love 3v3 DEF CON. I mean, shit, I was like fucking, well, until I dropped the internet down to shit, because I was on a 2-year contract with 1 gigabyte internet. And honestly, I had the best freaking connection on the game. I think me and Dominator had the best out of everybody on that game. Until I had, like I said, I dropped it down because my 2-year contract was up and they were wanting almost 200 a month. And I'm like, forget it.
Yeah, that's
For
way
internet
too
and cable.
expensive.
And I'm like, no. So, I mean, yeah, as I'm hosting DEF CON 3v3s, I've always hated 2v2 because it was always teaming up on 2 teams teaming up on 1. And to me, that's too damn hard to be fighting 4 fucking teams on 2 people. Or 2 teams of 4 people on 2 people. That's a bit too hard. But no, as for like a DEF CON, I love DEF CON. I love that map. That's my favorite 3v3 map aside from Armor and Fury. And 3v3 mod maps like, Tournament Island and Fallen Empire that were made from CCG that I drug all the way over to 0 Hour.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, my favorite is actually Hostile Dawn, with the Air Force in the corner and the tank and the stealth in the back. What do you think about Hostile Dawn?
I never really got into it just a little bit, man. I played a few games on it here and there. I never really personally liked the map itself because you were like cornered in, you were stuck in your corner back there. And like if you're the back player and you got the 2 sides like defending you while if you're AFG and you're in the back and they're running like a tank and a nuke on each side, to me it was all right if I was the Air Force, but if I'm like, I never did like the ground unit aspect of it, if that makes any sense. I didn't care for the map because I felt like I was enclosed and back in my own little corner back there. To me, it's just, I don't know. To me, honestly, it's a fucking AOD map.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cornered in, you're right with that. What I actually really liked about that is being the Air Force General, just have your Raptors on your 10 hotkeys and just crank the shit out of all these tanks of the enemy, just swarm in there and have all your crazy stuff there with the hotkeys and just smash all the tanks. That was the fun part for me, being the Air Force General and just destroy all the tanks there. That was really fun. Or just go into the base of the enemy with all your Raptors and just clear out the whole base with one swipe. That's something I don't really see in DEFCON matches.
Well, just like you take Twilight Flame, for example. That map, I never did like. There was a 3v3 version of a TF map from CCG that I brought over when I first came to 0 Hour after somebody showed me how to transfer all the maps over to the game, which some worked, some didn't, and they had to be edited or whatever you had to do to them. But TF map was actually, I since lost that map. It was excellently made. It was a very good map, but it was just downsized from 4v4 to 3v3. It was a good map, but I've never got into TF map much. I never cared for it. To me, it was too large of a map.
It was also very
Just
bunkerish. You have this one entrance at the bottom, or maybe 2 or 3 entrances. It's very bunkerish.
Well,
yeah, and just like they had a map called Europa or Europia or something like that. That map is just massive. And me
Yeah.
and Firelord and some others played that map, and I wish I still had it because it was an interesting map, especially even to play versus the AI on basically the freaking computer. It was all right, man, but it was just massive, and it would always crash.
I gotta,
That's
s-
the only thing.
I gotta say though, like, I've seen some 3v3 Twilight Flame challenges, and they are pretty fucking epic.
I
3v3
mean,
Twilight, 3v3 Twilight
people.
Flame. I've watched a lot. I've watched one or two good challenges from that. They get epic because there's those
Well,
two
yeah,
extra
but
sets of
yeah,
islands.
but when you got people like Spid, Pink Panther, Benny One, Red Death, older players, especially Spid and Pink Panther, but you get all those guys on there, yeah, it's fun to watch. But it's not fun to be on the receiving end when you're opposing them on the opposite side of the battlefield. You just get your ass kicked quick. Because
Yeah.
these guys know that map inside and out, man. I mean, they're just that damn good.
Yeah.
That and is they played with map hack over the years on that map particularly. They know everything about that map, like I would a no money map. And if you
Yeah,
coming on there like me, you, or CNC, and we're against them, we're getting our asses kicked no matter what. They have that much experience and know how of what that map, what you have to do on that map, how you need to do it on that map. They're fucking good.
that kind of brings me back to one point about 0 hour. For in terms of like being able to like pick a map, I feel like most of the old school ZH players play very comfortably and their best on maps like TD or like Lagoon or things like that. You know, like original maps like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good new maps. Not like new
I
like this year or like the year before, but other maps. I think they're called the NMC maps. So they came from, I guess they were converted from Command and Conquer 3 or something, and they came out. And there was ZH maps like what's an NMC Summer Arena. That's a great map. That's a really good map for an air mirror as well.
see.
Uh,
I've never played any of those maps. The only one that I've played out of that whole bunch, and those are they're what 3 years old or longer or something now.
mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been on there for a bit now. I have not played any of them except for that one map called Lagoon. That's the
Yeah,
only map, and I love that map. It's interesting.
Lagoon's good. Yeah, I like Lagoon too. I think it's really good. Well, a lot of what's happening is they're taking a lot of the old maps and they're just making like a winter version and kind of changing around a few small details and like little bit of a little
A
intricacies
little bit,
inside the map.
yeah. They're adding variety to things too. I mean,
Yeah, to
that's
make it a
good.
little
To
bit different.
keep people's interest in the maps. Because I'm going to be honest, we had to play back in NSC clan the short time that I was in that clan. They freaking dude, that's all they made us play was freaking TD, Tournament Island, and Fallen
Yeah,
Empire. I
yeah,
got so freaking burned out on that. I mean, I was okay that back then on that. It wasn't no super pro or nothing, but it was okay. But dude, you burn out after a while playing the same shit over and over and over. It's just repetitive.
Yeah,
yeah.
And to
it
me,
gets boring very quick.
yeah, I like variety, man. I mean, some people, they like a variety of women. Some people want to stay with one,
Some guys like
and
variety. Some people like variety of dildos too.
yeah, I'm not one of them. So
Yeah, me
not me.
neither. I was just making sure you were. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, fucking hell, no. I knew you were gonna be coming across with some crazy shit again. I just didn't know when. But anyhow, no, I like a variety of different things. I don't like being stuck on the same damn robotic shit. And to me,
Well,
Tournament Desert is robotic.
yeah. Well, if like there's some maps that just seem to have the best matchup in ZH for the map. You seem to just get the best, like most balanced games. Like I think is it Municipal Waste?
What? I never
The
heard that
NMC
name.
NMC? Is it
I
Municipal
haven't
Waste
even
or
heard
something
it.
like that? Yeah, stealth versus I think it's stealth air or stealth tank on that map. every time there's a stealth tank match on that map, I believe it's an NMC map. I think it's Municipal Waste. No, it's not. That's a metal band. That's why I keep calling it that.
Are you sure? Are you
I
sure
was
it's not
wondering.
called plant waste?
Yeah, Planet Waste. That's the one. Fuck.
I
Man.
was confused there. On what drugs are you on?
No.
That's what I was kind of wondering
I
too,
always
man.
call it Municipal Waste.
Well, guess what? That's
fuck.
probably going to be the next map that Relax makes for you is Municipal Waste.
What's it gonna be like? A bunch of drunk thrashers throwing up and shit, like with cases of
Probably a
beers?
bunch
Like,
of
what the hell's going on
drunk
here?
cats and drunk cats and a bunch of cows meowing and cows fucking whatever.
Cows
I would-
meow
but,
now, dude. Not only do people, you know, what do they say now with like all these open interpretations? I identify myself as a Filipino woman. I identify what Cyrus said. I identify myself as an Alpha Aurora.
No, I'm trying to think
Oh,
of some other
man.
shit on there too. Like this, I don't know. Like to each is their own, man. Everybody likes their style
No,
of
but
map
there's
or
a
their
time.
particular maps. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
but that one, Plant Waste, Tank Stealth on Plant Waste is just a fucking great match with two like equal level players. You'll always see a great match on that map with that matchup. For all the because me and Cyrus done a lot of challenges, and that seems to be like and then Air Stealth on Cold Territory is just a great one as well.
What great
Yeah.
matchups do you have for Zero
Yeah.
or Carriers Over?
Carrier is over. Well, it just kind of seems like a redone version of I was gonna say Dust 2. I've been playing so much Counter-Strike Source lately.
No, it's a remade version of Tournament Desert.
Yeah, the remade version of Tournament Desert. Well, even like Deduzu kind of reminds me a little bit of like Tournament Desert, kind of, you know?
Yeah, it's also pretty much exact copy of it with a little few
Yeah,
changes.
dude. I am
You
so
made-
I am so far out of the loop with these new maps, dude. I mean, I've seen them on my Gentool fucking thing when you pull up all your maps and shit, dude. I have, like I said, the only map that I have personally played out of that whole freaking list of shit is the Lagoon. And I mean, to me, that was it's a good map. I like whoever
What,
made it.
the normal Lagoon, like Z4, or like Arctic Lagoon?
I think it's Arctic Lagoon.
Yeah, Arctic Lagoon would have been that one. I think there's a Z3
No,
and a Z4.
it was the normal lagoon with just sand and stuff. It was the normal lagoon made by Relax.
And then there was and then
It was
if you
a very
remember there
personal.
was it wasn't Sand Scorpion, it was Sand Serpent. And they changed it to Sand Scorpion and fixed a few things.
Oh yeah, that version was made by Jundi, which actually
Jundi did that
made
one, yeah.
me a bit mad because I already had a version which was Sand Serpent fixed.
Oh,
for
the
a tournament.
fixed version.
Yeah, so
well,
I think he changed I think he changed the color or something and then like moved. I don't even know if he moved around the oils or anything.
yeah, he
but
made
that's what
a
they play now.
he made a much better job because he removed the bridges and a lot of buildings. So he actually made a very good job of it. I just moved a few supply crates to another position.
what drives-
that was it.
What drives me nuts with all these new maps, man, is okay.
I'll be right
Even when you
back.
increase, all right. Even when
I
you
gotta get
increase your map,
beers, man. I'm all out of beers. Dan, don't yell at me, man. Don't get mad at me, dude.
I'm not mad at nobody.
Hey, man, I don't want any trouble.
Not mad at
like,
nobody.
put the
Ain't no
knife
hating on
away.
my
Put
part.
the knife away, man.
Go grab your beer, man.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
No, but anyways, no. The thing with the all these maps, these map lists and shit on have on there. The one thing I hate is you can't access all your custom mod maps without because every time I remove them and put them in a separate folder, every time I stop a game, the Gentool thing keeps adding them back in there. And I'm like, dude, this get annoying because it's stopping me from accessing my mod maps. And it's like it keeps pushing them all out basically.
Yeah, I keep always clicking on the X button as soon as the black window of Gentool pops up. I always click on cancel because I don't want
Yep.
to have like 6 million maps in my map folder.
Yep. Same here.
I mean, there's a
'cause
fix.
I like.
There's a fix. You
Huh?
can have like 1 million maps in your folder, and you can still see all of them. There's a fix for that. But I don't like
Yeah.
it. I'm a clean guy. I like to have my desk clean, and if there are like 1 million maps in there, I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, because then you gotta sit there and scroll through the whole list of freaking maps, dude, or the whole list of the maps that are on there, and just to find your one map that you want to play. And you got players in there that are griping and complaining, saying, "Oh, come on, let's start the game, let's start the game." Well, fuck, dude, it takes you a bit to find the damn map.
Yeah, whenever I'm streaming, you can always see me like 1 minute searching for the map while the two players are in there. Like, are you AFK or something?
You know, and one thing it's kind of been eating me up, dude, is you know, a lot of these dudes on there, like Phoenix, Scuba, and a couple other choice people. I don't even remember their names because they're pretty much irrelevant. But it's as everybody thinks that I'm this, you know, this big flaming asshole, and I'm just the biggest dick they're ever going to speak to. You know, you talk to people and you treat them like a screen name, but people fail to realize that there's people behind that screen name. That are, it's not. I'm not just a robot, or anybody else is not just a robot sitting behind that computer controlling what they're typing, what they're saying just randomly as a robot. You know, I'm a human being too, just like them. And you know, people got feelings and shit. And some of the shit, I call it noobs gone wild, because a lot of these people on here, man, they just say and they do whatever the fuck they want to say and do on here, on this game, and not caring who they piss off or whose feelings they hurt, who they stomp all over. You know, and that's one thing that I've never put up with on this game. Both games, no servers. I don't put up with people how they talk to me. You treat people how you want to be treated. I was always brought up to treat people with respect, treat them with the same respect that you want them to give you. And that's just the way I've always been. But you got a select few guys on there that just do and say what they want, and they don't care who they piss off or hurt. And that bothers me, because it makes me wonder, is that really how you are in real life? Is that how you are on every time you wake up in the morning? Is that really how you are? And that's not the person I am.
Yeah.
And that's why people ask me why flame these people like this. Because I want them to sit there and realize, you know, you want to treat someone any which way you want to. How does it feel to be treated the same way? How does it feel to be treated like shit? If you don't like it, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's just, that's just the way I am, see, about this shit. And that's the way I'll always be. I'm not going to change for anybody.
Yeah, understandable.
Is it right to do? Is it right to do? No. But I mean, it's not the adult thing to do either. But I'm just tired of how people treat, especially when you see people like in the forums, they jump on one person, man. They jump on one person like a pack of wolves. Whether that person's right or wrong, you don't need to do that to somebody. You know, it's that person has feelings, and yes, there has been people on the internet over the years, and I'm probably getting a little bit too deep on this shit, but there has been people on the internet that have actually committed suicide over shit that's said to them. And I personally had a friend from the war game that actually did do that. His name was Mass Sapper, and he was an old army vet. And somebody kept screwing with him from the game over and over and over, over and over and over. Well, guess what? That dude finally killed himself. I don't know if that's the exact reason. And this was years ago, and it was a lot. I know that contributed to it, because all the dude kept stalking him on Facebook and shit, and just kept talking all sorts of mad shit to him. And to this day, I don't put up with people like that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I never will.
You have to imagine, some people, they play the game to just switch off their life, because they have so much stress in their life because of family, friends, or work, whatever. They go to this game because they want to finally have some fun. And then you come into this game and you're treated like shit, because there are people on the game, on the forum, on the TeamSpeak, on the Discord, who are just shit in the head. I'm not sure why. Maybe they have to impress their girlfriend who's sitting next to them, or their imaginary girlfriend.
They call them
That's why.
they call them
That's why I
fucker
call 'em.
brains.
That's why I tell these people, and you get a lot of these internet thugs on here. I call them Sesame Street thugs and lollipop kids. That's what I've always called them. And they fucking treat people exactly what you're saying, like and shit. And whether it be right and wrong, I mean, none of us can control what they say or do ultimately. But man, it gets hard watching it and listening to it. And I'm not one that's going to sit back and just watch somebody sit there and torture a fucking 13 or 14-year-old kid on there just because he's having fun doing it. I don't think it's right, man. And that's why a lot of these people, man, when I get into these flame wars with some of these idiots, man, I'm making them realize what the fuck they're doing to somebody else and letting them feel how it's to be treated that way. Because it's not right what I'm doing now. It's not right on my end either. But go ahead.
Clemens, I think we should ask about the classic, the clip.
Oh yeah, we saw on the forum of GameReplays.org, I think you saw it too. There's a guy, it's years ago, I think like from 2011 or something. He posted an MP3 file on the forum which featured a 2-minute clip of you arguing with I think an 11-year-old kid or something. He sounded very young, and
it was Nathan Turnbull. It was Raptor.
There was from the clip, I heard Hammer and Alvin. That's the two names that I heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alvin. And that's right.
That's WWK Machine.
We were wondering what happened there. What made it such a heated conversation? We were really wondering there.
Yeah, because we listened to it, but we couldn't hear what Alvin and Tamara were saying.
That's why you bitches bow the fuck down, right? Yeah, come shut me up, you fucking German piece of fuck. No, Alvin, you come at me, dude. And fucking as long as we've been friends, you come at me hard like that for no reason? That's bullshit, dog. Tamer, go type to yourself, dude. Afford a mic, alright, dude? Tamer, go learn how to afford a mic, you fucking broke-ass bitch. You fucking punk. Shut the fuck up, punk. You ain't fucking nothing to me, bitch. I'll smash your ass in this game, and I'll smash your ass in the ground in real life, punk. You ain't nothing to me. Yeah, come shut me up, bitch. Go afford a better mic, you little bitch. Go back and work in the fucking Quickie Mart, bastard. You didn't fucking help me shit by talking shit to me, motherfucker. You don't know who the fuck I am. Dude, I will come to your motherfucking house and smash your fucking head. You understand that? What part of that don't you understand? Fuck that shit, dog. Man, shut the fuck up, dude. Do not talk to me. Yeah, you're an ignorant piece of shit, dude. You have no respect for nobody. Fuck you, I have no respect for you, bitch.
You know, and you were really pissed off. You were really pissed off. You were...
Well, yeah, because that particular person, and CNC, you probably know from reading on forums and shit over the last few years.
The sex traffic stuff.
Yes, that's the Raptor. Me and that kid, guy, he's a man now, but back then I don't even remember how old he was. That dude, we had got into it. That kid actually called a place of employment that I was working at, and damn near got me fired because he was calling there, telling the employee, asking for me, telling the manager and shit to bow the fuck down, and everything else. He was talking just mad shit. I don't remember exactly, huh?
No, because I remember in the maybe okay, that's why you said that, because one of the best parts of the clips is you're yelling at him. He says, "That's why you bitches bow the fuck down, right?" Because I guess he said that to you first.
Is that what I said or what he said?
No, you said that to him. He said, "That's why you bitches bow the fuck down, right?" And like sarcastically to him because he said that to you, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just for the record, I'm the son of a bitch that came up with that saying.
What? Bow the
Back
fuck
then,
down?
that bow the fuck down, good game, well played, own, bow.
Oh, that was a game
That,
thing. Oh, okay.
yes, that's always, man. That was always one of my game sayings back then. And then Nathan decided he was going to pick up on it and just run with it from there. And
Sounded like
back
you
then, it
wanted.
was, huh?
sounded like you wanted to kill the guy.
Honestly, when he did what he did at my old job, yes, I honestly did want to bash his face in. Because he got me in a lot of dude got me in a lot of shit, dude. He got me in a lot of fucking trouble.
Have you heard the clip? Have you listened to the clip before or no?
Oh yeah, I heard it. And sometimes I wonder, was that really me doing this?
You're pissed, man. You're like,
Yeah.
I'll come to your home and bust your fucking head, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah. And honestly, I kind of scared myself, honestly, back then. No, I was legit pissed the fuck off, bro. I was beyond mad. Because at the time I didn't have my own business and shit. And it was actually I just started doing it. And
I think
huh?
hold on. Just to cut you off for 2 seconds before you keep going. I think most people want to know, like, so this guy Tamer and this guy Alvin were on the other side of the call, and I think everybody wants to know what were they saying to you, and how did it lead to you like freaking on them like that? Because
No,
I freaked on people myself before for like less.
No,
You know?
Machine, which is Alvin Nicholas, which I'm friends with that man to this day too. He was recording the entire thing. I do believe we were all on Skype, and he was recording it. Tamer was on there. They were both WWK members or whatever. They were listening to everything, and he was recording his shit. I wasn't pissed at them. They drug Nathan in there. And I asked them to get that little fucker on there because at that particular time, yeah, he did almost cost me my job where I was working at. I don't even know how he got the fucking phone number, but he did.
So he called your work and
Yes, he called my work and started a bunch of shit with the employees there, and then got the fucking manager on the fucking phone, was telling her to bow the fuck down. And it started bringing my name and all this shit into it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And as soon as she got off the phone, she hung up on the guy, on Nathan. He fucking calls back again and starts flaming and shit. And starts going randomly on and on, talking shit about me. Yeah, it almost got me fired.
Oh man, I'm glad you didn't get fired because that's not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, so if you can understand a little bit why I was pissed off, I mean that at the time I was working for somebody else. That was my place of employment at that particular time, and it's before I had started my own business for hauling and cleanup.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you hope you can understand where the fuck I was coming from. I mean, that's bullshit. That's just something you don't do. The war game is one thing, talking shit on it, or any kind of video game or internet. But when you involve someone's personal life, and then you call their job, dude, that's just you're overstepping way beyond.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. I mean,
like,
there are boundaries.
Yeah,
like, he
didn't know his boundaries.
Well, you don't know like what's on the other side of I think that clip. I love that clip. I gotta tell you, I'm a fan. I love that clip. I listen to that clip sometimes and just laugh my ass off. But I always wonder what the fuck the other side is saying. Because you go like Super Saiyan fucking 4 on them on the mic. So I've always wondered what they were even doing or saying on the other side. You know?
Actually, Alvin, if I remember right, Alvin was freaking the fuck out, dude. He kept telling me afterwards, Dan, just calm down, man. I'm like, dude, no, fuck that, man. I said he doesn't cross the line and shit. You don't bring someone's personal fucking family life into this fucking game, dude. I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. I said, Canada ain't that fucking far. Toronto is not that far from Illinois. And
Man.
I was all ready to go there and just beat the living fuck out of that dude, man.
Well, it's a good thing
And
you
I'd
didn't.
see,
You would have got arrested,
well,
man. It's not worth it.
well, I had an instance years ago on CCG with a guy named Sad Colt 45, some fucking gangbanger thug wannabe.
Oh
He actually,
God.
me and that dude actually did. We got into it hard, dude, and he was talking about coming and shoot me and my family and shit. And
Why didn't
looking
you
back on
record it? For fuck's sakes, why didn't you record
well,
it? I want to hear.
he only lived 45 minutes from me. And I think he lived. Oh fuck, I can't even remember what city he lived in. It's been so long ago, but he and it wasn't right that I gave the motherfucker my address. No, that I was putting looking back
I've
on
done
it,
that.
that was a
Honestly,
huge mistake on my part.
honestly, dude, like I've done that before too. Like you're really mad at somebody, and you're just like you really want a confrontation, and like you're really upset, and you're just like you say things that you're like you don't think about. They just kind of come out. You know what I mean? You're like, this
Yeah,
is
it
my
just
address. Come and come. I dare you. And they, like,
yeah.
you know, I
But no,
understand that.
this dude actually did come. He did come. He
What?
came like 45 minutes later, and then he turned around. Hey, he comes right down the street where I live, and I seen what he was driving because he told me what he was driving. He had a
Yeah.
buddy with him. As soon as he said he was going to come kill me and my family, I'm like, okay, we're gonna see. And yeah, I did have a gun by my door, and
Nice.
I'm glad I didn't fucking use it, dude. Because he came to the house as soon as I stepped out of the house. That son of a bitch seen who and what I was. He took the fuck off, dude. And then he comes
Well,
back on the game, and an hour and something later, saying, "Oh, I couldn't find your house, motherfucker. I ran out of gas on the interstate trying to find you." No, you didn't. No, your little black ass seen exactly who I was, and you got fucking scared. That's what it was. And
Oh
it's fucking
man.
later on, months later, he fucking apologized to me, dude. He said, "Man," he goes, this was all this bullshit. I really wasn't gonna do anything, man. I'm sorry." And I said, "I told you I ain't no little fucking dude, man." And I was like, "If you would have pulled up and you would have had that gun, I would have shot you." And he goes, "Man, I'm sorry." And to that day, man, he apologized to me, and I'd been friends with him for a few years later, and I lost contact with him years ago. I don't know what he actually was a little gangbanger or whatever, but I just I should I have put my family and myself in that predicament? Fuck no. Looking back on that, I should not have done that. That dude could have been some kind of serial killer, dude. And I put myself in a bad position by
man,
doing that
if he
because of my
came on,
anger.
if he came on your property, and then you had your gun, you shot him, you would have been in your rights.
Yeah, but
Unless,
man, but
unless
to
he
put
was, unless he wasn't white. If he was
yeah,
white,
but no,
you're going to
no, he
jail.
wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh
He
yeah,
was a
you would
black.
have went to jail then. Yeah, you would have went to jail. Would have been a hate crime, man.
Well, regardless, man, I mean, it was not right to do back then. And I'm looking back and even thinking back on it right now. No, dude, if I could have changed so many things, I would have just, that whole situation wouldn't even have happened. Because fucking, I put myself at risk. I put my family at risk. He basically put himself at risk. And it just, that
Yeah,
would have been a lose situation. Because what would have happened if he would have got out of that car with this gun he said he had and actually shot into my house and killed
yeah,
one of my
something could
family
happen.
members, dude,
That would
over a
have been
fucking
terrible.
video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Huh?
have been bad. Yeah,
Yeah. And so,
shit
I mean,
happens, man.
something. Well, no, that's the shit that shouldn't have happened.
No.
That's what I'm
But
getting at. But I
it's
mean,
all
this
right.
is this is this is the almost 50-year-old man you're talking here now. I mean, back then I was what, fucking 30
That's
and
20
30
years ago.
something
Oh, 20 years
over.
ago. Oh,
Yeah, because I
fuck.
was like fucking, well, shit, I was like 30 something when all this went down or whatever, man. I was like, fucking, my temper was horrible back then.
Yeah.
Over time, I don't know, man, I just blow shit off anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
gotta
there's
cool
just,
down a bit.
well, you got
Let's
to, man, you got a family.
yeah. I just to bring it back to like some ZH stuff. I was kind of having a little conversation with myself outside when I was having a smoke break. I talk to myself a lot, and we have a lot of good conversations together. So I was going to ask you, certain matchups compared to like generals and ZH. Like if you're playing generals, so if you're doing China versus USA, just no eco with USA and beat China every time. No.
Come again with that?
Okay, if you're doing like a matchup like China versus, so there's 3 generals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get China versus USA. So you can just no eco, especially on Dust or on Tournament Desert. You can just do a no
Depends
eco
depends on who you're playing and what map, etc.
at the same skill level.
I don't know.
USA versus
Honestly, I don't
China.
know.
Yeah, because GLA versus USA is a good matchup. China versus GLA could be a good matchup, but it's not. I mean, in 0 hours, it's not really a good matchup at all. And USA versus China is terrible. Usually, if both players are at the same level, it's a no eco or proper micro, and China can't do shit.
I
So
think
I
in,
mean,
USA,
I think in
Go ahead.
I think in generals, if we talk about generals, I think all 3 factions are pretty balanced, and I wouldn't say that China versus USA is boring or no eco. In 0 hour, yeah, China against USA is like okay, that's shit. But in general,
The thing of it is with all right, CCG's GATs, for example, compared to ZH's GATs, it's the fucking GATs and ZH are squirrely, dude. You go to target them on something, the fucking Gatling fucking tank thing is the barrel just goes all over the fucking place, man. But on CCG, for example, you target something, it just locks onto it. But that fucking ZH, man, the fucking GAT fucking the GAT tank's as squirrely as hell, the barrel on it, dude. I've noticed that. And if you look close at you compare the 2 games and you compare the gameplay, I mean, the GATs are squirrely as shit on ZH compared to CCG. The Flamers are weaker. The GATs are weaker. It doesn't matter if you're tank gen. The GATs are way freaking weaker and just squirrely compared to CCG. I don't
so
know if you've ever played.
no. I actually I don't. I think I might have tried generals when I started playing 0 hour. That's when I was just playing like skirmish or like playing network with my brother, like on our PCs together against like hard armies, and we played 0 hour, and then we played like Shockwave was it was still my favorite mod. Shockwave 1.0 version of Shockwave is my favorite by far, but I noticed that
Contra's better.
I I I tried to install. I was going to install it. It just the one thing I really liked about Contra, and it's this dumbest thing that if I say it, you'll be like, "Wow, that's retarded." The Chinese army actually speak Chinese, which I like.
I think that's awesome. Yeah, I like that too, and also the music is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, traditional Chinese music or that like nationalistic like Mao Zedong music, and it's like the Chinese guys actually speak Chinese, which is super cool.
I
You
think the
know,
maps on like Contra I've never seen I've seen Shockwave played. Never played it
Shockwave is
myself.
so sick, man, dude. 1.0 Shockwave was like perfect, and then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, it started becoming like less 0 hour. 1.0 was
Well,
like pure 0 hour, which is like an extra general, basically.
look on Contra or Double Nine mod, it freaking or 009 whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is,
it's
Contra mod.
Contra. It's Contra 09. Yeah.
Yeah, the maps on there are freaking awesome, dude. The different DEF cons that are on there. Those maps are good, man. I wish they would transition those particular maps into 0 hour.
I
Some
never.
reason I just love the maps.
Yeah, I never. I never got into Contra. I think I was just lazy. Like I got into Rise of the Reds, and I forget the name of the company, or like not the company, but the group that makes Shockwave and Rise of the Reds. It's like SRW or SRT or something.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you something that
something
looks.
like that. Yeah.
I'll tell you something that looks pretty kick-ass. I've seen it on a lot of YouTube videos, and I think as soon as I get my computer back here and it's right now it's sitting in the shop because it got kind of dropped on the floor, and I fucked the case all up, and it's not working. But anyhow, I don't know how much that's going to cost me to fix, but whatever. I ain't going
Before
to say how
that,
I did it or whatever. But
yeah,
no, they have a Command and Conquer Evolution on
yeah,
YouTube,
I saw that.
and that shit looks sick.
I saw that.
It looks. Oh, by the way, just so Nickname knows, yes, we will be playing as soon as my computer gets back here. As soon as they call me to come get it and shit, yes, we will do this fucking match. Because everybody's pissed off at me right now about it.
Yeah,
They just have so much life shit going on, bro.
Yeah, Nickname mentioned you were pissed off at something, hence why you didn't play
Yeah,
the matches.
Well, for one, pardon me, I'm trying. Hold on a second, I was trying to fucking take a bite of food. Anyhow, well, for one, I'm pissed off because I was suspended over that crap with just calling Phoenix a fucking idiot. I was pretty highly bent on shape about that because to me that isn't flaming anybody, calling someone an idiot because he's truly an idiot. But especially some of the crap that he was saying. But no, the other part was the fact that I was pretty bombed and my computer got fucked up. It ended up on the fucking floor and it's broke. Completely broke.
That's bad.
$1,700 computer is brand new.
Ah, fuck. Do you not have a warranty or something on that? I mean,
no,
if it's brand new.
I purchased it through a rent-to-own company.
Ah.
So no, I don't have no warranty. It's already paid off.
Ah, that sucks.
No, the case is messed up, and when I went to turn it on, all you hear is a bunch of grinding and beeping, and I'm like, okay, so I just shut it off. I wasn't gonna do any more damage to it than what's already done. It'll probably be done here within a few days.
Yeah, maybe a cable.
Then
maybe a cable on the case is loose or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds just like when a disk drive goes in and out. That's the grinding, and it's making all sorts of crunching noises.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I fucked something up pretty bad.
Something's going on with Delunga. You know what I mean? So, you never know what's going on inside that shit. You know what I mean?
And I'm not going to sit there and leave it on and have something get damaged even more and cost me more money. So, but no, I will be playing. I will be playing him for sure, dude, because I like Nickname a lot. There's a lot of challenges that I just didn't uphold and just didn't do. So basically, to be all honesty to this fucking whole audience, I just blew it off. I'm not gonna lie.
Just rubbed one off. Fucking let her blow, baby.
No, it's just a lot of it, bro. It's just so many years of playing this game, man. I don't know. I've just lost my interest in it, really, man.
Yeah,
it's not that. It's not because I lost my interest in people, but
you could like Delunga, you know what I mean? But like, it's not a big deal. Like you could like play other shit. Like I play like I pretty much only play like first person or third person games like Ghost Recon games and like Far Cry and shit like that.
Well,
Delunga.
to be honest just like with everybody's lifestyle, man. I mean, some people got a hold on their lifestyle where they've got everything slowed down and they do things at a methodical pace or whatever.
I thought you were going to say McDonald's. I thought you were going to say McDonald's.
No, no, fuck McDonald's. This is nasty food, man. But no, I hardly ever eat out ever. No, it's just basically I committed to some couple different things. Like for example, that Y2K semi thing. I committed to that thing when I really shouldn't have.
What are your specs? Let's do a section of the show where we present the specs of our computers, and we'll just put them all out there. And,
ooh, like a dick comparison. Who has the better dick?
Yeah.
The thickest dick.
Yeah, no, not a bigger dick. Like, yeah. If I got a really small dick, which I do, so I'll try to get the biggest computer possible.
Well, dude. I mean, everybody, just like with a lot of shit, man. A lot of people want the big and baddest car. They want the most nicest house. They
Mustang
want
with
the
the big fucking 4.8. Yeah.
But no, I just the one I end up selling
What do
that
you got?
i7
What are the specs on your PC that are in the shop?
that one's an i5 10400F. It's got 16
i5
gigabytes of yep 10. It's the i5 10th gen.
piece of
It-
shit.
it's- no, actually, the i5 dude blows i7s and all that shit away, dude, for reliability.
I don't think so, man.
No, but you got a fucking super military computer though.
No, I got an i7 9700K. It's pretty good. I got a 2070 Super. Not bad.
The
Go ahead.
super, but they had the what is it? Got the 16 GTX 1650 in it. Mine does, but they also have that same computer processor you're talking about in the pawn shop for $300 something right now.
At a pawn shop.
Exact same processor. Yep.
One
Hey,
fucking.
sometimes you get a
What's
fucking
wrong?
deal from there, bro.
I wonder what's wrong with that one.
Nothing, bro. People get loans on stuff, and then they forfeit, and they don't come back and get their loans, and they sell you
Oh,
shit.
is that seriously? I've only
Yes.
seen that on TV, man. I watch like pawn shop commercials from like greasy,
God.
like down south or like shitty areas in like US where like there's a shitload of like people like pawning shit for money quick.
Dude?
Like
matter of
PS5s
fact, one of my
or
computers,
PS4s, you know?
one that's posted on Game Replay a while back when I put post.
I think I need a translator. You're fucking up.
It's like, can you hear me?
It sounds a bit
Hello?
robotic.
Kind of. Sounds like you're in like a
Okay.
empty
Probably the
aquarium.
same phone.
A giant empty aquarium. Yeah, it sounds fucked up.
Fucking app's open. All right, now can you hear me?
Now it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way better.
All right. No, but anyhow, on Game Replay site, when I put like 50 or 60 pages ago, I put on there, what do you have for computers or whatever, and I put that I bought this i7 7700K. What was it? 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte
Nice.
hard drive, 2 SSDs, and then fucking a GTX 1080.
Nice.
That thing I only paid $270 from a pawn shop because
What
some
did you
guy
pay?
wanted. Huh?
You paid $270 for a GTX 1070?
No, 1080.
You paid $200 for a GTX 1080 at a pawn shop.
The whole tower, man,
Oh my
with everything.
God.
It didn't come with the monitor. It just came with the keyboard and mouse.
I think I know what happened. Some crackhead took his younger brother's computer, took it to the pawn shop, sold it for as cheap as possible, and went and bought crack and overdose. And that's the end of the story.
No,
Nice.
actually, the guy needed rent money, man. He needed rent money. That's what they gave him. They lowballed him, and pawn shops all lowball you anyway.
That's a lowball. That's a lowball if I've ever heard one. Fucking 200 for a 1080, a GTX 1080. Oh my God.
No, it was 270, but I even showed the sales tag because me and Scuba were arguing about it. He's like, "That's not a GTX 1080, whatever." I'm like, "Yes, it is. It was in an iBuyPower case. It's on Game Replay site, man. The whole computer."
I think we need to do a segment on one of the episodes where you and Scuba just talk to each other, and me and Clemens, aka cncHD, just chill.
That
And
would be.
you
You want to know
just go-
something? You want
Just go
you
at
want to
each
know
other,
something?
you know?
Honestly, no. See, but I'm not. That's the thing, man. I'm not about that anymore. I'm not about just sitting there going off on some ding dong from
No!
Australia.
That's not what I meant, man. I just meant you guys talk to each other about stuff. It might be really interesting, you know? Who knows?
Actually, I've offered this dude to come on Discord before. I offered Wraith to come on Discord, even though he's only 17. To tell him, basically, you're not talking to some punk ass kid on here that whatever. But
I
I've also
I heard he's 13 actually.
Yeah.
They're not.
I thought
Someone,
it was.
everybody,
I thought it was like
everybody,
12, turning 13, like in a month or something like that.
everybody was.
He's
I
13
don't know.
now.
I don't know how old he is.
He's 13 now.
Well, he's got a fucking big mouth for a 13-year-old, but he's all right. He'll learn. But anyway, no. Like people like fucking Phoenix. I offered Phoenix to come on Discord. I offered Scuba. Well, guess what? Neither one of them did it. You know why? Because they're both scared. Because they don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to face somebody, dude. People don't want to. People just rather just talk shit behind a computer screen than actually get on here and realize they might actually get along with the person that they're speaking to, that they're fucking flaming and shit in the forums. And I just think they're fucking scared. It's flat out. This has been going on with me and Scuba for years, man. Years, not just months and days and weeks. It's been going on for fucking years. The dude's got a big mouth. He's a smart mouth. He thinks he's the shit. He's nothing.
Okay,
And
I think we
But
can
anyway.
let the cat out of the bag. So we prepared a special guest here for you, and he's in this call.
That is Scuba.
He's here,
Good.
Scuba. Hey.
Welcome, Scuba.
Good.
With
Awesome.
the Price is Right, the show The Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, good. Is he actually here?
No, actually not, but that would be epic now.
Yeah, that would be
No,
sweet.
you could no, but seriously, all bullshit aside, man. Him and I have had fucking problems for years. Okay, it's always been, I don't know, fucking who's got the bigger dick fucking thing
Digger
or whatever.
Bick. Digger Bick's better.
Well-
I like the first one, Digger Bick.
Well, the thing of it is, man. Seriously, this is all bullshit aside. I gave that dude chances, man. I tried to get along with him. He's just, I don't know, dude. He's just different. He's some people you just literally, in every walks of life, you have people you're not going to get along with. People that you do, you get along with from the start, like me and you, Dan, or me and you, CNC. I got along with you, or I didn't even talk to you before. I'm talking to you like I've been talking to you for fucking ever. But
Yeah,
this
I know.
dude, him and I, we clash. We don't click. We clash.
So would you say he's on the same level as Tamer and Alvin?
No, Alvin and Tamer didn't bother me. It's Nathan.
Oh.
Me and Alvin and Tamer are friends, man. It was Nathan Raptor
Oh.
I had the problem with.
I think
always been
there's
friends with Alvin.
I think there's no one who actually got along with him. I actually can't remember anyone.
I like him.
It's just
Dude, that guy's my best friend, man. We chill
ooh.
all the time. I don't know, I'm just fucking around.
I only
no,
read
it's-
drama about him. Seriously.
Busy. I'm on the phone right now, Nicole.
Oh shit. I think
Sorry,
he's
it's my
talking to his
daughter.
wife.
No,
Oh,
my
your daughter, man.
All good,
I thought it was
all
your
good.
wife. I thought you were in big trouble.
I have one serious question. Actually, two serious questions to you. What is your real name? I don't want to call you Prokilla.
Dan.
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 Okay, Dan. I have
Yep.
two really serious questions to you. I really like to bring people onto YouTube. That's a really nice thing I like to do every time, because I think some people are really good on YouTube, and you are one of these. You are a really good person for a YouTube channel. And my question to you is, would you ever consider creating one? Or are you like, no, that's nothing for me?
I have a YouTube channel already. I just haven't used it.
No, but if actual content, I mean.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
Like doing POV and stuff like that?
Yeah, like have a little show there. Just play some unlimited money maps, or just have a conversation, or just like about life and stuff. Just have a little conversation, do some vlogs and stuff. Just to meet Prokilla show, something like that.
I have no problem with it, not whatsoever. But I
but
want
to
to clear
make
up something about. But I want to clear up something real quick about Scuba though. I'm not
Okay.
opposed to talking to him.
Okay.
I have no problem. I'll talk to him. I mean, I can handle myself accordingly and cordial. I have no problem with that. Not saying that he can, but I'm not speaking for him because I don't know him like that. I just know who I am and what I'm about, and I know how I will handle things. And am I going to sit here and is this going to be a full blown fucking flame fest? And like it was with me and Nathan, no, because I ain't going to let it get that far. I'll just hang up on him. But if he ever wants to come on here and just, I don't know, discuss things, have a battle of the minds or whatever, and let me pick his damn brain and he could pick mine, I don't really care. I don't have a problem with that. I don't want to sit there and have problems with people that I don't even know.
Yeah.
But like I said, not everybody can get along. That's just not. That's not. It's not even humanly possible, man.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him. He's actually very attractive.
I've heard him on stuff before. I've heard him talking before.
No, I've seen a picture of him, man. He's very attractive. He's got like really nice light hair. I don't know if he has blue eyes or whatever the fuck they're called. And also, I heard he's got a huge cock, man. A fucking massive.
But now, like,
mother, man.
But anyways, but now, like Phoenix, for example, I don't know. That dude just has the mentality of a 10-year-old. I don't even know if I can deal with that. And I'll try anything once, man. I mean, you put him on here, yeah, I'll talk. I've
seen that guy in a long time, man. I haven't seen that guy Phoenix in a long time.
Well, he's banned right now on game replays.
But I haven't seen him in like I haven't seen him in like any of the chats for streamers, like Google streams, Xscout streams, the Twitch streams, like Millard streams, Queen streams, all the streams. I haven't seen him.
I think what I will do is, if this show makes enough money, I think I will give you all plane tickets. We just meet at some place of the world. We just have a conversation there and sort it all out between you and Scuba, you and Phoenix.
Oh, it'll be a banquet. It'll be a festival. It'll be there'll be like a giant Freundschaft.
Yeah, exactly. If this video makes like 5 million views, I will buy you all plane tickets and we just meet somewhere and just talk it all out.
Clemens, by the way, if it's shaft at the end of it, it's D. Die Freundschaft, right?
Yes. You're doing
good.
See,
I'm learning.
Excellent. I think Dan is sitting there and wondering what the hell is going on here.
He's chill, man. He's alright. He's having a good time.
Yeah, just a Canadian trying to speak German. Nothing out of the usual here.
It's terrible. I was talking to Cyrus and like trying to like pronounce shit differently. you know. So yeah, it's working good. I'm on the verbs. I started the verbs today. They're going pretty good.
Yeah. Dan, I have a second serious question. How do you feel about the missing content of our famous newspaper? What is your feeling about that?
How nicknamed as the ZH paper? Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool, man. Matter of fact, I told them a long time ago they should do something like the ZH Times or whatever. Do a 0-hour newspaper. Because, dude, it's freaking cool, man. It's interesting. It keeps like people it brings new people into the game replays, and it gives the people something other than sit here and just argue about a video game.
Yeah,
it's comical. Some of it's very comical. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah, I really find it very interesting.
It's refreshing, man. It isn't always just arguing in the lobbies of who's got the bigger nutsack than the other guy and who beat who and how they beat who, and it was my bag, and it's something refreshing and new, and yeah, I like it. I wish Nickname would keep doing it, but I noticed it hasn't been on there for a bit now.
Yeah, I think he's probably burnt out or searching for new content. Maybe he will bring out a special edition with like 50 pages. Maybe he's working on something like that. Who knows?
You never know. I mean, he could also.
Plus, I was telling him it's also you can't sit there and be a one-man army doing that type of deal. I mean, because people got real lives that they lead. They fucking got to go to work, got to pay your bills, got to sleep, and it's like he needs more than one person on there helping him do it. So To me, it's just like a regular type of newspaper type deal. You got to have your little soldiers in there helping do their part too. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, I offered to help him before, but right this particular time, I had very little time to do anything.
Yeah. Well, I had a quick question about ZH, a quick 0-hour question, which I think might become the famous question. Okay, situation: Canyon of the Dead, GLA versus Nuke. Which army would you rather be, Nuke or GLA?
Nuke, because I've never, other than no money, GLA is my worst army.
Okay.
China is my best, and second is USA. But GLA, I mean, something like that. I don't know enough. I haven't played enough GLA on a bigger map to really even know what the hell I'm even doing.
Do you think that? Here's what I think. I think that a set like GLA versus Nuke, I think it's maybe imbalanced at the start, but as soon as the prop center goes up and there's a few sets of overlords with ECMs and GATs, the game's already over. They can just punish anything. What do you think about that? Or do you think that the German Kell on GLA can just like destroy that whole army?
The German Kell?
German. The Deutsche Kell.
The German Kell.
Herr Kell. Herr Deutsche Kell.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry.
It's so funny the way they say it, man. It's German Kell, Jarman Kell. I've always just called it Jarman Kell.
Yeah, that's what I call it. German Kell.
But people pronounce it other ways. So
one guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, one guy called it the Nationalsozialistische Deutsche Arbeiterpartei. Anyways, what's the answer?
I don't even know because you talk so fast. I didn't understand the damn word you were saying.
Yeah, me neither.
You were saying something about German Kell wiping everything out. I was actually paying attention to my kid when she was writing.
I love that guy.
Who the fuck is Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin Phoenix is the guy who played the role of Joker in the Joker movie.
Oh.
I never even got into I haven't even gotten into the movie Batman or Joker or nothing, dude. That is one particular movies. I don't know. I just stay away from them.
Yeah, me neither. As I burned my Batman costume that I bought from the store for $800.
No. Well, okay, I think we can wrap this show here up. Was a pretty nice
baby.
Wrap it up. It was a pretty nice podcast, I would say. Very successful, and it was an honor to have the one and only Prokilla on here. So big thanks to you for coming on to the show, because everyone else
no problem.
Everyone else we asked had no balls to come on here. You are the first who had the balls to come on here. So congratulations and thank you for that.
But just everybody needs to know one thing, man. Before any player goes for anybody on the game. Before you judge them and talk shit about them and say they're this and that, actually get on something like Discord or TeamSpeak, or even a fucking phone call, and actually talk to the person and see who you're actually talking to before you judge them. So I'm not this big monster that these people have made me out to be, dude. You can ask Spalding. Spalding's talked to me before.
He knows really good. I'm very good friends with Spalding. He's a great guy. He would never say anything bad about anyone.
No, he's a good dude, man. I've known that man for years. Actually, he was in Mass for a short period of time trying to help me out years ago on CCG. I mean, he's a good dude, man. Same thing with Doberman, Diamond. Huh?
I just wanted to say also thanks for coming on the show for the first podcast. And I appreciate that you came on and we set up the time and we did the podcast. So this is the first one. And I really appreciate that you came on and we all got to talk. Thank you so much, Dan.
We'll talk more, man. We'll talk more. Don't worry. And CNC, we talked to about that YouTube thing. get with me on it and we'll talk about it, whatever.
I think that would be very
I'm cool with
interesting, like a show, Meet Prokilla or something, where you just talk about life, random stuff. I think you're a pretty good person. Someone can really have good conversations with you. I think it's pretty fun to talk with you, and why not make a show out of it? I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to listen to that and just interact with you and have a nice conversation about Command and Conquer 0 Hour. I mean, you are the guy behind the scene who brings people into the game through Facebook, so why not show the guy who brings the people to the game on YouTube? I think you brought
Fine with me.
thousands of people to the game already.
I don't even know. I have no idea. I just try to do my part. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it seems like it's a little part, by adding people to the community, it's actually in helping the community grow. Everybody does their part in small ways or whatnot. Dominator does it in a very big way by, actually advertising on YouTube and stuff like that. I just do things behind the scenes when I can. I don't want to ever see ZH just die out like CCG did.
That'll never
And-
happen. That'll never happen.
Yeah.
And we all gotta have something, man, in our lives and shit that will basically, it's something to look forward to. Like if you've had a hard day, man, at work, or you're upset about something, man, you always have this war game just to jump on and take your mind out of it. Take your mind away from your problems, and that's what, well, this game could also cause problems, cause you a damn headache, but for the most part, it's something to jump into that you can get your mind off of, and you can just focus on shit later. Just spam the game with friends, whatever. Take your aggression out on the game. Kick somebody's ass on there and get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I hear you, man.
that's
Like,
that's what's kept me my interest in this game so many years is you people. Not just the game, it's you people.
How dare you people? Oh
You
my
people.
god, racist!
Oh, fuck you. No, it wasn't nothing like that, man. Okay, people, okay? Human beings, okay? Let me rephrase it a little bit better. Not you people. Everybody takes that so wrong.
You better, mister.
All right, but anyway, man, no, that's what keeps me coming back, man. It's the people. That and the flaming. Sometimes a little healthy flaming here and there. That's all right, but the older you get, it just gets lame. I'd rather get along with people and have long distance friendships, whatnot, than come on that game being a hater or being hated all the time. So
Yeah,
that's just me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this, man. Whenever you want to do it, just give me a buzz or whatever, and
we might.
let me know.
We might do a. I'm thinking we might do a you versus. Well, not versus, but you and Scuba, and you guys can just fucking. We can ask you guys questions and shit. I don't know.
Well,
we'll
I will.
out.
To assure you this, I'm gonna let you know right now. It's not gonna be a flame fest. I'm not gonna.
I don't give a fuck. I hope it's a flame fest. That's awesome.
Not on my end, man. I'm gonna keep shit cordial, man. That's just the way I am now about things.
Yeah, you say that now, but you never know, man.
No.
Like,
I mean, dude, there's ways to deal with it.
What if he goes Alvin and Tamara on your ass? You might reconsider.
No. Nah. That's why you beat him with intellectuality, buddy. You beat him by your intellectual, not just sit there and screaming and yelling at him. That doesn't solve anything for anybody, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird coming from me to say that, but no, it's just the older you get, man, I don't know, it just changes you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another really serious question. Obviously, you can't read the chat because you're on the phone, or can you read the chat actually, Dan?
Who, me?
I don't know.
How many times do you think did Mr. LuciferArise went to the toilet during this call? How many times do you think he did?
Probably, I think he took the phone to the bathroom with him. Probably at least 3. I think mainly he was touching himself the whole time he was listening to me.
Hey, what I do with Disney movies is none of your goddamn business.
Because I actually think it's also free, because I can see 2 times BRB in the chat, and 1 time he said it out loud that he's AFK for a bit. So I think he actually went to the toilet 3 times during this call.
Yeah, 3 piss breaks. The first one was successful. Second one, slightly wet boxers. Third one, had to change my pants and boxers completely. The third one.
That's why it took so long. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
I
wondering.
gotta wipe it down, man. Damn. If you like piss yourself and then you just take your clothes off and put it back on, you got piss all over your new clothes. You gotta wipe them down, but you gotta use the dry end of the pants and the boxers that are not wet. It's a strategy, man. It's like a ZH strategy, you know. Like go for a quick prop center against GLA if you're nuke on Canyon of the Dead. Get some overlords out, some ECMs. An outpost would be nice too, in case the German comes up.
I can sit there and imagine him taking a piss and acting like it's a particle cannon. He's killing people.
Oh man,
Fucking dude, man.
that is my fucking.
Walking in there going,
fantasy.
particle cannon activated. Fucking Dan, you're one of a kind, man. I love you, man. You're one of a kind.
Thanks. I appreciate it a lot. I really worked hard for it.
Okay, I think we ended here. That was a nice conversation. Nice call.
He's gonna give me nightmares tonight. I can already see it.
All right.
Good
one.
No,
hey,
I appreciated this whole thing, man. I mean, seriously, that's
great.
cool. It feels honored. It feels honored to be the first one that you guys decided to choose to even do this, and I totally appreciate that, man.
Yeah, we had a list, and Hawkey and you were on the top, but we had to get you on here first because you were on the top. But I hope
Mark is a very good dude. I've spoke to Mark numerous times in the past. He's a very, very good guy.
Yeah, I hope we can get him on the show too.
Get me and him on him. All you're gonna hear is about scaffold abuse, and then you're gonna hear about.
I was just about to say he's a little bit tipsing right now on his fucking scaffolds.
Well, yeah, but get you both on there. You're gonna be talking about penis abuse. He's gonna be talking about scaffold abuse, and you're gonna be talking about abusing each other. And this is gonna be a riot listening to you two.
Hurry up, Dan! This is the end of the show. We gotta wrap it. I'm gonna piss myself.
Anyway,
hold this baby in.
All right. You guys have a good one, man. Love you, brothers. And give me a call. Give me a buzz about that. Let me know, man.
All right.
Sounds good. See ya. Adios, muchachos.
Goodbye. Goodbye.